I'd just like to formally launch Galway City Council's Social Inclusion Week. My name is Noel Larkin, and Mayor of Galway City. I was invited here this morning to launch the Social Inclusion Week in Galway City. It's a wonderful initiative which it helps and encourages communities to bring social inclusion into their area by organising different events for different people, different communities, different sections all throughout Galway City.
My name is Marion Maloney Nolan. I addressed the crowd this morning in relation to the access issues in Galway City. If I was to say to all of you here this morning that you could not go down Shop Street, that you have to choose specifically where you will go in the city, because if you go down Shop Street with all of the bumps and lumps that are in the ground, if you're a wheelchair user, then you just don't go down Shop Street. Social inclusion is a very important week for all communities here in Galway, because we have such a diverse range of cultures in the city now that it's lovely to highlight all that are in those areas.
I'm Martin Kenny, and I'm the Social Inclusion Officer with Galway City Council, and this morning I was coordinating the launch of 2016 Social Inclusion Week.
Social Inclusion Week is, as the introduction states, a collective response to addressing exclusion and poverty in Galway City. It's also a week of celebration, which allows the multitude of community groups, equality advocates, support services and people both young and old and from all walks of life to showcase their work and to shine light on the hugely important roles that they play in Galway City.
Hello, my name is Wayne. I'm a sign language teacher. I'm here in NUIG today teaching a class for Social Inclusion Week. When you said see you again, the interpreter signed it. Did you see the sign?
Wayne offers his glasses to the class. They laugh.
It's an important event that allows people to have a taste in ISL and to learn a little bit more and become a little bit more aware in understanding ISL. Hopefully it's increased their interest in how people can communicate in sign language through facial expression. They may be surprised at the fact that 70% of our communication is visual and around facial expression and body language. The rest is where we need to learn signs for the other 30%. So that may be an interesting fact, and I think the time flies very fast in the class. People are finding it interesting, finding the break time comes very quickly, and they're keen to get back for the second half.
We've got a varied programme of over 40 events on this week. The focus is on accessibility across Galway City, so one of the most exciting things from the access point of view is a workshop which will be taking place on Wednesday morning at the museum with Louise Bruton. She's a journalist and blogger who specialises in access and disability.
Because in a way I'm sort of a tourist in Galway whenever I do come here, so it's a city that I don't know very well. So whenever I do walk around, I kind of see a lot of the flaws that maybe people who live here day in, day out with a disability have grown used to, or maybe just have kind of stopped complaining about because nothing's been done about it. In Ireland, there's about 600,000 people living with a disability. That means that 1 in 8 of those people have been born with a disability, the rest acquire it in life. So that is about 13% of the population who have a disability. A lot of people, I think, forget that disability is something that can affect you at any age. So I think a lot of young people who are disabled, when they read what I've written, they can kind of feel a connection, because anything that's aimed for disabled people is never really aimed at young disabled people. So the fact that I would go to a lot of music festivals, and I've made access a huge priority for a number of festivals, including Body and Soul and Castlepalooza, the disability is now becoming seen as a young and vibrant thing, as opposed to something that only affects older people.
My name is Wally Nkikita. I'm originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm a member of Sonke Multicultural Choir, part of the Social Inclusion Week. That's why we are here. Sonke comes from is a word from a language from South Africa, which means togetherness. So in Sonke, we sing most of world song. We are not a gospel, we are not a political choir, but we just there to meet together, as the word Sonke says, togetherness, to help each other and make friendship and sing some song around the world.